So how do we make the world a better place? And I think that's probably lacking right now.
Yeah. So I think that we're pretty far down the rabbit hole when it comes to trying to fix this. Like,
but it happened quick though. Like I'm born in the 80s, right? Like this seems like a much different world than the world I was brought up in. Yeah, that's not a long period of time.
Yeah, I was born in the 70s. I'm guessing Gino's close to my age as well. 40s. Too. Yeah. 40s. You're born in the 40s, Gino.
He looks good, man.
He looks good for the 40s. Good for you. No, but I was going to say, it's essentially happened since the sexual revolution, since hormonal birth control, happened.
Baby boomers 60s. Ruined fucking everything.
Yeah, those boomers, right?
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, so it's been a long, slow process of sort of boiling the frog and accepting, mediocrity and, weakening and pussifying men. There's a lot of events that you can take a look at. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I'm a big car guy. Obviously, the name of my main YouTube channel is Entrepreneurs in Cars. And, when I was a kid, like there was masculine cars. There was cars that laid rubber, made all kinds of noise, burned tons of fuel. They looked like men's cars. Somebody sent me this meme the other day from my community, and it was every single manufacturer's mid-size compact SUV painted in white, all one after the other, everything from Mercedes all the way down to Kia, and they all look identical. They're boring ass beige boxes. Okay. Fortunately, we can still buy station wagon. Fortunately, we can still buy our exotic cars. I've got a McLaren. I'm very happy with that. I'm glad that, these car manufacturers still exist, but, we've gone from a distinguished sort of society with distinguished roles where men have blue jobs and women sort of have pink jobs. And that was okay. But for some reason, society has now sold this bill of lie. Where that's not okay now. And, it's okay for men to stay home. Do you guys remember the movie Mr. Mom back in the 80s?
Yes. Sounds like an
example.
I don't know. Yeah.
An example of one of the things that sort of shifted and pivoted. All of the sitcom shows that I watched when I was growing up, the father was always portrayed as a bumbling idiot by Hollywood, right? They were never portrayed as a strong, virtuous male that, the wife respected, the children sort of obeyed. You go back to the shows that we watch, in black and white from the 40s and 50s and stuff, or Leave It, like the Leave It to Beaver era sort of thing. And some people criticize, oh, that's all a farce. That's all the patriarchy trying to control you, blah, blah, blah sort of thing. They've pushed well past that now. And they've pushed into an era now where society, the Matrix, as you may want to call it, has
you could go down a complete conspiracy theory here and say this is a collectivist, type coup here.
Look, we don't know who's at the controls, right? Joe Biden certainly isn't at the controls. The motor's running, but nobody's behind the wheel. It would lead you
to believe that if you want to control people, there's a collectivist type scheme behind the scenes. All I'm saying, we don't got to get super conspiracy theory here, but
aren't soft, pussified men easier to control than strong,
virtuous alpha males? But that's the exact point that I'm making. That's the exact point that I'm making. And if you, how do you get everyone that in tune together?
Stand on your dots, take this experimental injection, and wear a face diaper because I told you so. And the vast majority of the North American population
comply or get the fuck out of society.
Exactly. So they've been conditioning us to become softer, more agreeable because you're easier to control. A society that is in that position is going to vote for bigger government, more taxes, less freedoms. People don't want freedom anymore. They want free shit. Watch the way that they vote.
I'm volleying to you because you had a question, and I don't want to skip that. Go ahead, sir.
No, it was just, I don't know where to go from here because
I told you had to put on your seatbelts, guys. You weren't ready for this.
The G-Dad's he's usually laughing on he's on offense here. You got him on the ropes. He's playing. He doesn't know where to go.
I'm not ready for this. Listen, Jake and I are totally on board. We didn't get the vax. We don't wear the mask. We're strong guys. We've got great families. We've got great businesses. We're thriving. I feel bad for the young guys out there right now that are struggling in their 20s and 30s that are alone. I mean, I remember when I was young, it was tough being young and being by yourself. I got lucky. I found an amazing wife. Something happened. I got lucky. And as you're talking, I can see a lot of the guys out there struggling. And not even that. They're being told that they're racist, that they're toxic. Yeah. The fuck? I mean, we're struggling as it is. You need to insult us on top of that.
I mean, if you want to control them, that's what you do.
Women are smarter. The women are graduated more college. They have better jobs. I mean, guys are doing tough work out there. I mean, to me, it's I don't want to say it's depressing, but it's
kind of depressing in a way. Yeah, I don't know.
It really is. I mean, the Unplugged Alpha. Where can guys find the book? I mean, I think anyone listening to this, if you're out there young, you're struggling, you're not alone. And for us dads out there that are raising young adults and have sons, we need to start consuming some of this and taking our shit seriously.
Gina, hold it right there before you tell us where to get the book, and we'll keep it here for a second. So I just want to share a little bit about my experience. I feel very blessed. I had a dad that was constantly working his ass off, built houses with his hands while he worked full time. My grandfather did the same thing. They would take me out in the woods, or I'd be a labor bitch from like a very early age. And they showed me what real work looks like and what a provider does. If you are a man out there and you want to have an impact on your child's lives, do not deny them the ability to do hard work,
a hard life,
and do not make it easy on them, because you're not doing them any favors. I know Gino went through similar shit with his dad in the restaurant. This is the type of stuff that will produce a backbone and ultimately allow the kid, myself, out of the house at 18 and to figure shit out for themselves, and then go on and produce a successful family. Do not, to his point, do not pussify these kids, because you're not doing them any favors. So, but please, Rich, tell us where we get the book and a little bit more where folks can find you.
Yeah, so you can find the book on Amazon. It's a bestseller. It's called The Unplugged Alpha. I'm actually in the process of writing a follow-up to that because the first one did so well, and I wanted to sort of take people a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole and not spend so much time on getting the gals and keeping gals in your life sort of thing. I wanted to talk about that a little bit more, but more so like money and sort of building yourself up into a man that's worth something. The other resource that I'd probably recommend you guys check out would be my podcast, which is based on the book. So the podcast is called The Unplugged Alpha. You can find it on YouTube. I think I'm 70 episodes in now. And all I'm really doing is I'm sort of building on this mindset and building on these talking points that I sort of incorporated into my first book. A lot of the stuff that we're talking about here right now. My website's RichCooper.ca as well, if you want to dive into that. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.